Today we're going to be checking out this smartwatch by Samsung, and it's called the Galaxy Active2. I'm not going to do an in-depth review. This is going to be more like a first impression / unboxing, so y'all can see what my thoughts are on this smartwatch. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So as you can see, here is the box, and it's pretty clean looking, has this all white layout, so definitely a fan of the packaging that this thing has going for it. So if we open it up, we can see that what we get is this little tube thing that has some accessories inside of it. And it looks like we get the charging cable, which attaches via regular USB, and the little charging base, which the back of the smartwatch goes onto. And if we actually pull the smartwatch out here, first impressions, I'm definitely a fan of what this thing feels like. It has like this metal / aluminum frame, and I'm definitely a fan of the overall build quality with my first impressions. And then the band, the default band that you're gonna get is this rubberized / silicone band. It feels pretty nice. It doesn't feel too slippery or too grippy where it's gonna hurt your hand. So to put this watch on is pretty straightforward. It's just like any other watch. You just put it like that, won't go through it, and pretty straightforward. And then on the back here you can see there's this little hole cut out, and that's where this extra slack goes, and you can tuck it in the back here, so it looks pretty minimal. So this is what the smartwatch looks like on my mid to small sized hand. So it doesn't have this like super large build, and I'm a fan of that because when watches are too big, I'm just not a fan of that because it feels too bulky. But this one doesn't feel tiny where it feels like it's a woman's accessory, but this one here to me feels nice because it feels like it's just the right size. And now in terms of comfort, I didn't really wear this thing for long periods of time, but first impressions, I feel like it does slip a little, which is nice because if it's too grippy, the silicone band here, it's gonna like really start irritating your skin because it keeps pulling it. But this one feels slippery enough to where it's gonna slide around comfortably without annoying your skin. Now, if you're not a fan of this band, you can always buy replacement ones, and they sell those on like Amazon or local stores. So we're gonna take the smartwatch off and power it on and run through some of the software features. So to turn it on, there's two buttons on the side here. You have a larger one and a small one. So if you push the small one and hold it for a few seconds, you can see it turned on. And then it shows here, I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it shows the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active while it's loading. Now, once you actually turn this thing on, it looks like you're greeted with this start screen, and it says, let's go, swipe up. And then the next thing you're gonna see is the screen that's saying, get started in the Galaxy Wearable App on your phone. So you're gonna have to install the app, and we're gonna do that right now so that we can continue using the smartwatch. So I got the App Store open, typed in Galaxy Wearable App, click install, and once it's done installing, you just simply open it, and then the app is gonna launch. And then it asked me to install two other apps, and they're not like desktop apps that you have on your phone. They're like two little plugins that run in the background with the phone. So once you have the app installed, this is gonna be your home screen. So let's start off by showing you how to use this thing. So if you swipe to the right, it shows you your notifications. So when you get a notification on your phone, it's gonna pop up in the notifications here, as well as give you a reminder. And if you swipe to the right, it shows some of your saved apps that you have here. So here we have a daily activity monitor, a few exercising apps, the heart rate, weather, calendar, and you can add another widget. So right is the widgets, and left is the notifications. And then if we swipe from top to bottom, we can see that this is kind of like the settings menu like you would swipe on your phone. When you swipe from top to bottom, you have like your brightness, your snooze, settings button, brightness, all that kind of stuff, volume levels. Now what you can do with the phone app is customize the watch even further, but before we get into that, let me show you some of the defaults on what the watch can do. Now to change the actual design of the watch, you can simply hold the current watch design from the main menu. You simply hold it. It takes like 2 seconds, and you can change the designs by swiping through, and you can see some of the different designs that they have available. Now, I'm a fan of this original one, but I do want to change the colors a little bit. And the way you would change the colors on this original one is you just click customize. And if you swipe left and right, it'll select what you want to customize. And I'm just gonna customize the color. So the way you do that is you just swipe up and down. And you can see we have blue, green, red, a few different color options. So I'm gonna go with the, I like the green one. Let's go with that. We'll click OK. And now we can see we have like this green looking look. So that's pretty cool. And then you can also add things like the weather, which you'll have to do on your phone. Now, I'm not gonna cover all of the details that the watch has, like how to set all your settings and all that, but what I will get into a little bit is the app on the phone. And once you have the app installed and ready to go, the first thing you can customize is the notifications. And you can see on my phone here, that you can have things like show only while wearing. Yeah, that makes sense. Show while using the phone. Yeah, we can turn that off. Turn on for new apps. And basically every time you install a new app, you can customize what the notification settings are like. And there's a lot of different settings you can customize for various different apps in terms of notifications. Now, in terms of the apps on the phone, you can see that you can customize what it looks like. So if you like this circle layout, you can have it like that, or you can have the list view layout. And once you do that, you should be able to see this new layout on the phone because we just changed it. Now you can see on the phone or on the watch, we have this list view when we go to the apps, but if I switch it back, go back to the apps on the phone, and select rotary view, the circle basically, you can see now it circles. So you can customize specific design details like that. And then in the app screen, you can customize the way it's ordered. You can customize which apps actually show up and don't show up. Some basic things here. Widgets, that's that when you swipe to the right on the watch, it's some of those quick shortcut options that you have, kind of like phones on your widget. You have them on your smartwatch as well. And you can customize what's on there, like the weather, alarms, and any type of app that has widgets that are available. Now, something else you can do that's pretty interesting is there's an option called add content to your watch, and you can add music or pictures to your smartwatch. So if you want to go like on a jog or something without your phone, just your smartwatch, you can just install some music on there and jog without having a phone in your pocket. So that's going to be pretty nice if you like exercising without your phone. You also have voice assist that can be used on the smartwatch, and to customize some of the voice assist settings, you go to the accessibility, and then there's a little bit of voice settings here that you can customize. So instead of talking to your phone to activate some of the voice settings, you can do it through the smartwatch. Now, if you want to change some of the watch faces, there's a little tab at the bottom, and you can see it shows what we currently have selected. And here's some default ones that are installed already on the phone, this top row here. Now, if you want to get something different, you can swipe over here and you can look through some of these different watch faces. And if I get a close-up on that, you can see there's a large variety of watch faces, and they can all be customized. Now, charging the smartwatch is pretty straightforward too. You're gonna need a plug that has a USB-A adapter to it, and you simply plug it into your adapter, whether you have a wall outlet or a battery backup. And what you do is once it's plugged in, you just lay the back of the smartwatch on there, and it takes a second. What's gonna happen is you get this icon, electricity icon, and then it shows the percentage. Here we have 29%, and it's gonna charge up. And it's gonna charge quicker if you actually have it connected to the wall as opposed to this. This little battery backup doesn't output a lot of voltage, so it's gonna charge much slower here than if you were to have it plugged into the wall. So that's been my rough overview on the Samsung Galaxy Active2 smartwatch. This is definitely a high quality watch that's priced a little more on the higher end in terms of smartwatches. Now, if you know someone who has an older smartwatch, this would be a really nice upgrade compared to the older ones, because this one has a screen that isn't very pixelated and it looks pretty clear and vivid, even up close. If you actually look at it up close, I can't see the pixels, and it has that sharp display that doesn't make it feel old school. So if you are interested in picking this watch up for yourself or a gift for someone for these upcoming holidays, this would be a fantastic gift idea. And if you are interested, I'm gonna leave a link down in the description on Amazon on where you can pick it up. And if you want to stay in the loop on what's happening on other tech products coming out, make sure you click that subscribe button and I'll keep you in the loop. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.